And hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are back inside of a life in the village. So today I've put in a little work off camera, and ultimately the best thing I think for continuing the village, I'm not anything for the village off camera obviously, but I think the best thing is going to be to finally start this restaurant. If we look over at the warehouse, I've been keeping an eye on this, but the amount of fish that the fishermen stacked up is actually, where's that? Here it is. Actually pretty decent. It's not going to be enough that, like, it's anything crazy. Like, it's not going to be anything to write home about for a while, but it's a pretty good start. And the builder should be able to get a move on starting building. He should have all the shovels and everything he needs, and then I'll get him the other stuff he needs that the courier hasn't got him in a bit. But first, so I've started some cows going. I figure we want to get to enchantments here pretty soon, so I went ahead and found some cows. There's some just, I don't know, maybe 100 blocks that way, and brought them back. And I've just been breeding them whenever I can. Pretty soon we'll have enough cows that we can start getting a move on some enchantments. Which, I don't know how many more bookshelves we need for full enchantments. I think it's something like 3, maybe 7 more based off of where I'm at. But I don't know for certain. I also might move this because I'm not sure I like it so close to my chest, especially if I'm going to have to put any bookshelves on the left side. I also don't know if there's any mods that affect enchanting other than the job stuff, which I want to get the +1 enchantment level on enchanting. I believe all that'll do is just return a single enchanting level to me after I enchant something. But that alone is valuable enough to definitely warrant using 10 job points. I just need 10 coins first. So we'll be there pretty soon. Let's check how much stuff the courier's got in the builder so far. Not much. Basically just a couple stairs. He's gonna need 27 red carpet. And specifically floating carpet, whatever that means. Is that like actually something... Whoops. Is that actually something different? Floating carpet. Oh, it actually is. It's just carpet with string under it. Oh, but it makes 4 per. Okay, that should be alright. Let's go ahead and just shear the red sheep. And let's also just breed the red sheep with another sheep. Hopefully we'll get another red sheep. Another red sheep. Let's go. Alright. So, it was 27 floating carpet, right? Something like that. Where I put my wool. There it is. This should be pretty sizable amount of what we need. I think we might only need 1 more. Which is kind of funny if that is the case. We'll go check though, because I'm not 100% certain about that one. But we might legit. Oh no, we had all we need. We needed 27, not 37. I made too many. All right, we're gonna need more acacia stuff, cobblestone stuff. So we just need to grab cobblestone, acacia, and a campfire, and then also torches. But I'm not as worried about that. I've also been smelting down some baobab logs. They're the logs from over on those big trees. When I was hunting for cows, I also went ahead and cut down a couple of the baobab trees that way. And yeah, so I got enough logs that I've just been smelting through them so that as we need other types of logs, we can exchange them through the quest rather than having to go hunting for different types of logs. I also needed cobblestone. I actually do need some charcoal or coal or whatnot. And then the last thing I needed was a campfire, which I need 3 logs for, 3 sticks, and a piece of charcoal. I don't know if coal works or not. Let me actually test that real quick. I'm curious. Does coal work for this too, or do you specifically... Okay, coal does work for this too. It's not just charcoal. I figure for the moment, focusing on using coal for stuff and getting a stockpile of charcoal is probably in my best interest. Do you need something? No, you're good.
Work.
Alright, cool. 2 furnaces, 8 cobblestone slabs. Bam. Did I only make 1 furnace? Let me make another furnace. Alright, there we go. 2 furnaces. This is the furnaces I need. Then I need 36 fences, 9 acacia plank panels. What are those? Oh, here we are. They're just something that we make in the architect's cutter, and I need 9 of them. Alright. Easy enough. All of the special recipes and stuff are through the architect's cutter are getting more and more important. Alright. Panels. It's a direct 1-1 it looks like, so we're going to have to just flat make them. Well, and I was looking at the next level of the tower down there, the guard tower, because I'm thinking we might do that next. But we will need some shingles and stuff from it. Red brick shingles. Or not red brick shingles, just brick shingles. So I'm going to need to start making like brick extra and making them into shingles and stuff like that for the next step of that. So it's a little bit...
My best work for you.
A little bit excessive. We don't have any fences in storage. I will say I appreciate that the stuff in the warehouse is generally sorted. I don't like that the way it works though. Instead of funneling into like the first chest, once the first chest gets full in all their slots, it like starts funneling into the next I guess not chest, but it starts funneling into the next rack, even if there's still space for stackables in the first one. 5 stairs, 16 torches. Let's get you your 16 torches. Whoops. Oh, it was 19 torches. Alright, 1 more set of torches and just like 2 sets of stairs or something. We'll just make 40 stairs and toss them in, which is kind of becoming a habit, and I think we have a lot of extra stairs already, but whatever, it's fine. Having extra stuff in the system, I don't think is a problem. Oh, what does the miner need? What do you need? Oh, you're out of pickaxes. I think you might have just brought a pickaxe. Not sure about that one though. Wait, you actually have... Wait, I have cobblestone on me. What am I doing? Let's just make a couple pickaxes. The couple that she doesn't use will be put back into the system, and all should be fine. The mine's making good progress. Like if I'm not gonna actually go down, but if we take a look down here, look at how deep that goes. I think.
What is it?
We can check what the actual Y level of the deepest one is. Y45. So yeah, it's getting there. We'll be down to a spot where she can actually start mining nodes pretty soon. You're just digging random holes in the ground now for blocks that go down a level, it looks like. Or do you need another layer dug out? No, you're digging out for the floor right now. Alright, I'm not going to bother you. I don't know exactly where the floor edges and stuff go, so I'm going to just leave him to dig. One thing I want to do, though, is I do want to start flattening this out. And getting rid of all these random pebbles and rocks and stuff. Because, I mean, the main pathway of the village is one of the most important areas. Once we find some smaller stuff we can put along the edges of the path, too. I think that'll help the paths quite a bit in terms of appearance. Alright, spread that out. We need to sleep real quick, which works. I want to grab some oak stairs. I want to start putting stairs along all of the jump ups in the path. And then eventually we'll probably add some sort of trimming along the edge of the stairs and stuff like that. But for now, we're just going to start with the stairs and go from there. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this series. Like, there's something about building a village in Minecraft that's really satisfying. And just seeing the village come alive and having actual like villagers and stuff running around in it. I don't know. I think it's pretty neat in its own right. All right, let's grab some oak wood. Let's put some other stuff back into the chest just to free up a bit of space for me. There we go. Let's make some oak stairs and get going. I need to actually run stairs to the bottom of the mine because I haven't been. Well, I've just left it without stairs down there, so it's a little bit of a pain once you get to the edge there to actually go up and down. All right, we're gonna just ironically start with the least developed path. Boom. Although we're gonna turn this into actual pathing, because it's hitting the point where we're just about going to be expanding more stuff out here besides just the forester's hut. We obviously will need to leave space for forest, which, you know, if I just leave kind of this space around here, around it, and we put plenty of acacia saplings there, then the forest will do just fine, even if I clear out this side and continue to expand down that way. Eventually, I also want to expand back towards where our current kind of base is, but I'm going to need a new place to kind of call home before then. Alright. Nice. And we can finally get the path expanded out down there. That's actually been, it's kind of annoyed me that we haven't had the path going down here yet. Like, it just, I don't know, really messes with the ambiance of the area, I guess. Alright, now we'll drop all of you down a layer. Which actually, now that I think about it, for stuff like this, I really should just turn Vein Miner onto small square. Because, yeah, that can speed everything up so much without ruining the precision. Alright. Using an iron shovel for this feels like a waste, but I have so much iron at this point that I'm not really worried about it. Oh, I should shapeless. There we go. I need to get used to switching the vein miner back and forth for different stuff I need it for. Could I? Oh, it'd be really cool if I could 3x3 the path. Alright, let's get this down to the actual fisherman's hut. I feel like that's, well, right now that's like the outermost edge of the village is the fisherman's hut. So once the path reaches out to here, which we'll just expand to 2 wide, then that's kind of the entire village connected. I need another shovel though. And then we'll have the path branch out to the restaurant doors and to the gates for the tower, and we'll be good on this end. I also need to run this path out to the house and to the whatchamacallit, courier's hut. But for the most part, looking good. We're just gonna make 2 shovels because I think it's highly likely I break another making paths pretty soon. That's why it kind of feels like a waste to use iron shovels, because other shovels are just as fast as making paths, but I like the iron shovel for when I actually have to dig dirt, so it makes my life a little easier. Let's just run this over this way for now. Fill that in. We're just gonna run a single path down to here for now, because the fence blocks that spot as much as I'd like to do the double. kind of can't. Alright, and this is up a level here. So let's just run this where the path can come back up here. Boom. And I get the villagers won't really take the path if they have anything even slightly better to take. So like the path's basically useless from an actual like, you know, mainlining where the villagers walk, but it just, everything comes together when there's pathways going to everything. Where's the builder at? Does he lack a shovel? Does he need a new shovel? He might.
Good day to you.
You didn't have enough time to go to sleep in the last 3 days, and you need a fishing rod. Oh, is that because I've been going to sleep so fast, so there hasn't been time for the villagers to actually get to bed? That's possible. All right, I'm gonna make some more fishing rods for her. Let's swing by the builder's hut and see. Yeah, he probably needs a new shovel. New shovel, right? Yep. I don't have any wood or cobblestone on me. I'll stop by the warehouse and just grab some stuff for him. That's one nice thing about all the stuff I have going right now, is all the really basic materials. Actually, I should probably make more than one. But all the really basic materials like cobblestone and wood and stuff like that are all gathered by the mine and the forester and stuff like that, so I don't really have to do it myself. And that just makes life a million times easier. Alright. 4 stone shovels. Boom. I also just realized you had a pickaxe. And I'm guessing you lack an axe right now?
Good day to you.
Yep, you lack an axe. And food, but we're going to have the restaurant soon. People will be able to go eat. I'm not super worried about that. Do we have any wood in here? No, I'm going to also have to run and grab you stuff. But, yeah, once we get the restaurant, people will be able to go eat on their own. And that should just make everything a little bit easier for me. Let's see here. I don't get why that stuff gets stacked so improperly. Let's just grab all that, and we'll grab out some wood and use it to increase our supply of wood. Alright. Here you go. Let me just actually craft them. I'm going to make you 10 axes. That should be enough axes to hold you over for a long time. Now let's go make some fishing rods. Which all this stuff, yes, most of it will get tossed into the warehouse once the courier gets around to it. However, it's not a big deal since it'll get brought back to them whenever they end up needing it again. So it does add extra steps. Like, that's the one bad thing about the couriers, unless I go through and set specific orders in place. Then we end up with a little bit of inefficiency there. I think it's worth it, though, in the end, to have kind of that centralized area where all the stuff gets brought to and not have them slowed down by me having to bring, like, all the stuff, the stuff they produce out and back so that they have space to put stuff in. Like, if I had to stop by the woodcutters every time they filled up with wood and pull everything out, then it would be a lot less efficient. Probably more specifically, the miner is probably a better example of that. Because the miner already has to have some stuff stacked in there to produce the levels and all of the, you know, fences and cobblestone and, you know, whatever else down there. You can even see her building a level right now. That if she had to keep all that in her chest and all the mining stuff, yeah, the amount of space would be very limited. Alright, let's see if I can help the builder a little bit. Are you going another level? You're going another level. Alright. Guessing you're going another level? Yep. I presume at least one more, too. Yeah, because he didn't fill in the other block. That's it. Oh. Okay, another level. Is this gonna go all the way out? I don't know. I don't remember how far out the actual building goes. But is this like, wait, 1, 2, no, this, I don't think this is the actual edge of the plot. I think this is just the edge of the building. Alright, and now it's nighttime, so they're gonna go to bed. I'm gonna actually give it some time tonight so the fisherman can get to her house. Because that's one thing, if I hop into bed immediately, the villagers don't actually end up getting to their beds in time and end up tired. And it takes a couple seconds for them to get home. Alright. She should actually get home this time. It's just because I've been so on top of, like, oh, it's nighttime. Immediately go to bed so that no mobs or anything spawn. That, you know, there hasn't really been an opportunity for the villagers to go to bed. Which is kind of weird that it works that way, but I get it. And to be fair, if they were trapped in an area where they couldn't actually reach their bed, and it was just set where if you went to bed early, then it would count as them being in bed, then it would be really weird. Oh, quest complete for day 55. I tell you, these quests, man. We got an enchanted golden apple from day 50. It's, I don't know, it feels a little excessive. And I don't know how many days there are of this. It's, I don't know, it's almost a little crazy. But, I don't know. Alright. Also, one cool thing about the, if you actually dig with the hoe, is sometimes it'll dig in that radius for the farming, which is nice. It doesn't always happen, though. I don't know what the common line is between whether or not it happens. Otherwise, I'd make sure that I'm always harvesting with a hoe of some kind rather than just bare hand, but since I don't know what the through line is on why it sometimes does and sometimes doesn't. Alright, you guys are already good. Alright. Has he actually started building the building, or... Oh! Yeah, he's layering out dirt right now, it looks like. Probably has to go like this, too, if I had to guess. Didn't place that. Something like that. That's going to be a large building, though. Yeah, because the front of the plot comes out to here, assuming I aligned it properly. Yeah, so that's going to take up most of the plot. Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool. The courier side. I'm trying to remember. Each level, it gets another worker, right? I think it actually tells me here. Courier side. No, you must build the warehouse to at least level 1, otherwise the deliveryman won't be able to do the job. The delivery site will dictate how many items / blocks the deliveryman can carry to/fro. Oh. So it'll increase their movement speed and how much they can carry if I upgrade this. I feel like there's no reason not to upgrade the courier site next then. Because the courier is starting to fall behind, and I was just thinking that I'm probably going to need another courier soon. But if I can just upgrade it and they'll get bonuses from there, that works just fine. Something else. I noticed a little while ago. There they are. I noticed a little while ago that the fisherman had dug up some boots. So I was wondering if it would make it to one of the guards. And sure enough, it did. Also, I found out what the druid does. If we actually go over to the guard tower and take a look, it tells us under manage workers, the druid. We have 2 druids. What? Where's it at? I thought there was a description somewhere. Oh, there we go. Support type unit, buffs friendlies and nerfs enemies. And if we have 2 druids, that's a little bit. Oh, no. We have a free person who could be hired for the jobs. And she's far more appropriate for druid than the current person working it. I don't know. That just... Sometimes I question the village's auto-hiring. Like, I kind of wish that it would update occasionally to realign people to which job's most important for them. However, at the same time, it is nice, like, you know, seeing Zane all the time.
I can help you with that.
And he's leveling up nicely. His adaptability's up to 15. Which I presume, looking at stats, that athletics and adaptability are the two stats of builders. But, like, he's gotten high enough in the respective stats for his occupation that, like, he's good enough to not have to worry about somebody else taking his job once we get a couple more villagers in. But let me just make sure those are the right stats for this. If I look here, yep, athletics and adaptability. So that's definitely how it works. As they work more, they build up the stats of their job.
What is
I wonder, like, for... Well, actually, she's low level, I know that. What about, like, you, the other guard? Yeah, since they don't really get to fight monsters, they probably don't really level up all that much. Whereas, like, the woodcutter, she's probably... Strength at 9, so her strength's definitely gone up. Because I don't think her strength was 9, but whatever the secondary stat is... Let me take a look here. Focus. Yeah, focus hasn't really gone up. The unemployed citizen would still be better for woodcutting than our current woodcutter, but it's fine. It's not something I'm particularly worried about.
Good day to
Do you
you.
need more stuff? Oh, you're going to need more, like, fences and stuff. However, the courier should bring that to you, because I think we have fences in place. However, regardless, I think we want more fences in the system, because I don't think we have very many right now, so I'm going to just toss more fences in. Oh, whoops, sorry. How's Zane doing? Look at that. It's coming along nicely. But, so if the courier's hut gives such good bonuses, as it was saying, well, I mean, I don't know how high level the bonuses are, but the bonuses themselves sound pretty nice. Oh, you just leveled up.
I'm going to do my best to work for you.
I think. So athletics 10 or 11 before. I don't remember. I know adaptability was 15.
For you.
Oh well, I'm not going to think about it too hard. I also don't know if it's that they, like, level up as doing their jobs, and when they level up they get X number of stats, making it still far more valuable to have citizens that have high stats but low levels, or if it's that they just flat out increase the number on their stats as they get higher level. I think I actually have one of the sheep. Let's just go ahead and breed all the sheep too. I'm gonna want a larger sheep pen here soon. How's the protein side looking? Alright. I should probably switch back to golden carrots for now. I'm trying to just spread out my food a little bit so in that way I can eat better food for longer without getting relegated to tomato soup too fast. Let's see. I'm gonna need another naturals chest. I think I'll do a chest that's like flowers and saplings next, so that I can kind of spread this out and make the chest less full. At least that's where I'm currently at. I can't decide if I like the sort better from middle click or sort container. Like, I switched everything to sort container, but I'm not fully decided. Like, this does a better job, it looks like, of stuff like, oh, the rock hoppers next to the copper ingots, whereas that doesn't happen with this. And also, like, the ingots aren't really clumped up, whereas they are off of an actual sort container. So I think that's probably better. I'm pretty sure that's JEI, or not JEI. What's the mod that... something about inventory tweaks. I think something like that. But the mod that adds the sort button, I believe, is like the kind of standard mod for it. Whereas the middle click seems to be something added probably by like Maybe cork? Well, I don't. Cork wouldn't make sense. But just something like that. Oh, I kind of like how these look. You can't actually like fit in to any of the seats, which makes it a little awkward. But I don't know. I like it. Let's go grab some coal that I can throw into this. Obviously, it's gonna need to actually go through and cook the fish and stuff. So having coal and or charcoal set up preemptively is probably smart. And the cook has been finished. Let's go. Alright. So we'll just grab a stack of charcoal. That probably works. And we still have 3 stacks to exchange for wood if we need it at any point. Alright, now our unemployed villager finally has a job. We're going to need another hut before we build something else with the job. Start the courier's hut upgrading. Just preemptively, I already know I'm going to want it. And then we'll go into the inventory here. Why do I have regeneration? Is it because I'm in the restaurant? Like, I bet if I leave the restaurant, that probably won't continue to tick back up. But then if I go back into the restaurant, will that tick back? Oh. Yes. Huh. Interesting. Zane, I've started work.
I can help you with that.
Tell me what fuel I should use for my furnace. Alright, for the moment, fuel is going to be charcoal.
What is it?
Charcoal will be on.
Good day to you.
And you know what? We might just... Well, first, smelting recipe. I'm going to go grab some fish. We're going to teach her how to smelt fish. We might want to go sleep first, though. I'll grab the fish, I'll go sleep, and then I'll run back. I know it's a little bit of a run to go back to sleep, but it is what it is. Maybe I should just, at this point, just carry around a bed on me.
Good day to you.
As the village gets larger, that might be slightly advantageous. And granted, it messes with my spawn, but that's kind of not a big deal. I could also just spread out some beds. I could do stuff like, you know, in different areas along the path, like underneath some of the buildings. Like down here where there's this large wall here. We could dig out something. This area here isn't large enough for it. Just dig out a little hobbit hole sort of deal. Alright. So, we need to teach the smelting recipe of fish. Done. And other fish. Done. And I don't know what else is going to be realistically useful for a while. Let's add in that fish.
Good day to you.
I already gave her the charcoal. So yeah, now she has fish and charcoal. And that should turn into cooked fish, which will then get given out to the villagers through here. Okay, so basically it starts out with all food turned on. I don't know why jeweled apples start on. That would be a very expensive food to be giving to random citizens. But for the most part, yeah, looks like basically everything's turned on. And everything starts off for fuel. I'm also chill with you using coal. And is there a way for me to say, like, hey, you can use acacia planks, but try not to? I don't think so. So I'll just leave that off for now, and we'll try and remember to...
I can help you with that.
You have... You put all the fuel in here, didn't you? But that's good.
What is it?
That means we should be... Yeah, she's cooking the fish right now. Good. Does that actually show up in one of the furnaces? That actually shows up in one of the furnaces. Cool. Let's go ahead and just throw more charcoal into the system. I was going to save it for the different wood types, but I think we'll just throw all the charcoal we have into the system, so in that way it'll cycle its way around. And once the courier's hut gets its upgrade, the courier should be a little faster, which will make everybody's in the village's life a little easier. And then if I wanted to, I could also just teach her like a potato recipe for cooked potato and just throw a ton of potatoes into the system. Just do something like that. But I don't want to make the village reliant on me for stuff like that. I'd much rather have it just kind of run automatically. Alright. Let's see what Zane needs for the courier sut, because some of it should have been brought by the courier already. Yeah, they brought some stuff. But he's going to need more fences, more slabs. More importantly, though, racks and glass panes. Those are the two things I'm going to focus on right now. Because the other stuff still has a chance for the courier to get to him by the time I finish. Although, granted, it's pretty low. The courier's pretty slow. It was 2 racks, 6 glass panes. We have the perfect amount of glass panes. Let me just grab out some acacia wood. Run back and get him the stuff. Alright, Mr. Zane. There's your glass panes. Let me make your 2 racks. Boom, boom. Gotta put the builder rod in the middle. I just forget about that step. Alright, and then 15 fence and 12 slabs.
I could help you with that.
Let me just make everything you need. And then he needs some torches, which I kind of gave all my charcoal away. Granted, I can just start some more charcoal going and we'll be good. I think, yeah, I still have a bunch of charcoal running actually. I'll use some coal for a couple torches. And then let's start some more charcoal going. My inventory's getting a bit full, but this is what it is. Wood stuff. Dirt, cobblestone. It's obvious I've taken out some cobblestone. This chest was like completely full. I was having to funnel cobblestone into here, but we've used enough cobblestone now that there's a little bit of a dent put in there. Alright. Let's go ahead and get him his torches. And tell you guys what, I'll catch you once he... Oh, he already got the torches. Oh, he's almost done already. I was going to say I'll catch you guys once he's done, but I guess he's just about done already. This is very, very small upgrade. And still can't build a path through here because it's still blocked off. I'm starting to think that it was supposed to be aligned with one of these doors facing towards the road. Which, granted, could be arranged over here. Or actually. Let's see here. Boom, torch. We're going to fill dirt in under here. And run the path here. Perfect. And now this still runs up and that. And now even if this path feels off in the future, we still have a way in and out. Alright, so now the roof stretches further. I will say, out of all the low-level acacia builds, I think this one's probably my least favorite. Just because the roof's so incredibly flat. And, like, in the restaurant, it kind of works because there's the chimney and the outdoor sitting area with the red carpet over it, but it just feels weird here. I guess, though, it doesn't rain, so it's not like they really need sloped roofs all that much.
I could help you with
Anyway, let's quickly see here. Where's the courier at? Is that the courier? Is that someone else? No, that's the guard. Where is the courier at? There he is. How much stuff are you able to carry now? That's a lot more. Also, a creeper blew up near the woodcutter. Was that? Did it blow up the woodcutter? Or did it blow up the guard? Mr. Guard, did you take damage? I don't know. I don't think so. So yeah, it probably blew up on the woodcutter. Poor woodcutter.
What is it?
It's a hard life.
I can help you with that.
No, she's fine. But it is true that there is no guard towers or anything over here, which is something that she complains about a lot. But I think as we look at expanding out here, a guard tower will have to be one of the first things. and then upgrade it to level 2 or 3 just to get that extra space out here. I actually really like the guard tower system, the way it works with claiming chunks. Because otherwise, it would be possible to expand your village way too far out right off the bat and kind of mess things up. I do wish, however, the one thing that I would like to be slightly different would be if whether or not something was in the claim chunks was based off of the location of its main block rather than the building as a whole. So then, like when I was trying to build the fisherman's hut earlier, it would have still worked because the main block was within the range, even if the entire building wasn't. That's just kind of a small pet peeve thing, though. You're fishing up bowls. I will say, the amount of random junk that gets fished up is kind of funny. But this actually, now that I think about it, gives an influx of string. Which means if there was somebody that knew how to craft fishing rods, we could actually get them. Speaking of that, could I actually teach her how to... No, I can't teach her any recipes. The builder's like one of the only people that can actually learn recipes. And then, last thing I want to just look at is, how's the food supply going? Oh, he brought toast and bread over.
What is it?
And then you cooked everything all in order. Let's go. Yeah, the restaurant's booming. Looking good. All right. Now, the only thing I have to consider for the future is for the next couple kind of expansions, do I want to go kind of more this way and or a little bit that way? I don't have a ton of room, though. I'll have to fill in some of the lake and stuff if I go more this way. Or do I want to come back in this direction? The only problem with coming back in this direction is then like the restaurant's a little far, the courier's hut's a little far. Like everything's kind of a little far away from over here, except for the builder's hut. If I expand this direction. So I think I might save this for the future once I'm a little more willing to like add extra restaurants and stuff like that, an extra courier's hut. Maybe even an extra warehouse in the future, depending on how things go. But just that way I have a separate kind of economy over there, I guess you could say. But just where everything's split off a little bit. But yeah, guys. I think that's going to be all for this one. We're looking good on progress. I'm going to try, hopefully, by the next episode, to have enough cows going that we can... Well, we might already have enough cows going, but hopefully start getting to level 30 enchants and stuff. That way we can have actually good gear and all that. But we'll see whether or not that works out. Whether or not I get enough books by then. But I'll try and have it set up where we can start enchanting next episode. But yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. God bless. Bye-bye.